It is said sometimes that it's better late than never. This Trinidadian citizen has some advice for Prime Minister Kamla. I want you to listen to this man. And as usual, comment in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe. And we'd see you on the next one.
They are trying to stop. I'm right next to my wall, my my internet box. But they're trying to stop me, so I'm going to use a little bit of code. You have to wait there a bit. Let me do this video. Right? The real thing that's happening, we look at how America was found. They murdered, they created genocide by polluting the Indians with smallpox, with the blankets they gave them to help them. Then they made treaties, and they broke every treaty. This is the history. Every country they went in under the guise of help. Mexico, they made a trade deal. They made them poor. Philippines, every country. They went in to Hawaii. Then they want to trade. Exactly what imperialistic English did to the rest of the world. What's the real reason for the Venezuelan crisis? They're not interested in drugs. Any fool will say those boats cannot even reach Jamaica with the amount of gas they had. So how Trump interdicting drugs are taking drugs to America? No, they have to refill about 20 times or 200 times with those small containers they have to reach America. They kill innocent people. Why? Let me tell you why. The reason they gave sanction, because they didn't have a puppet government in Venezuela. Venezuela is going through a hard time because it's sitting in the largest oil deposit in the world. And guess what? We are getting oil and gas from that. Now, what they really want to do is go in there and steal the oil. You know why they're angry with Iran? Do you know why this so-called Israel is in Israel? They're not Israelites. They're Zionists. People wake up and understand what's really going on in the world. America is the biggest terrorist and thief in the world. Yes, this is what the facts and the history says. They want to go in there and steal the oil and gas. And I say thank God for China and Russia. Because America will go in there now. Kamla Persad-Bissessar, Senior Counselor, Honorable Prime Minister. I don't know who is giving you advice, but whoever is giving you advice needs to be put before a firing squad and shot. Hear what I'm saying? The person who is advising our Prime Minister to support America in terrorism against a sovereign nation should be put in front of a firing squad and shot, because they're putting everyone in Trinidad in harm's way. I love you, Madam PM. You're the most wonderful Prime Minister our country have ever seen. However, that moron that's advising you, that idiot, that greedy fool who is collecting our sidekick from certain people who print money and can give away, they are putting every good Trinidadian in harm's way. Do you know that every Venezuelan over the age of 18 who is in Trinidad here was trained by the Venezuelan army? Do you know that it takes them not long for a 7-mile journey from Tocopita to Trinidad? Do the maths. Do the maths, people. Do you know that certain previous government ministers were sleeping with 5 and 10 Veni women so the gangs and the drug lords can bring in arms and ammunition and drugs in this country? My dear Prime Minister, have you considered these facts? That should the Venis, who are trained military operatives, decide to arm every Venezuela or half of them in Trinidad, your little defense force, your little bit of policemen cannot stop these Venezuelans from creating chaos in our wonderful twin island. Did you consider this, Madam Prime Minister? Did that fool who is advising you, I don't care what's his name, that idiot who is advising you and telling you America is about getting rid of drug law, did they lie to you? Yes, they lied to you. They're not about drug law. They're about regime change or government change, because they want to steal the oil, the gas, the gold, the water, the timber, and all the other minerals that they have in Venezuela. This is the modus operandi since they became a nation. After World War II, have you considered, Prime Minister, how many illegal wars America have been involved in? All under lies of weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. Other bullshit in Afghanistan. They got their ass whooped. They lied and went into Vietnam. Did you know that, Madam Prime Minister? That they shoot their own boat to create a hole as an excuse to go in Vietnam and Korea? Do you know they believe in a certain doctrine where the sacrifice for the few is for the greater good of the many? We are the few, Madam Prime Minister. They will sacrifice our island under lies and pretexts to go to steal the oil and the gas and the gold in Venezuela. Are you willing to ruin your whole legacy that you worked so hard to build for an idiot and a moron like Trump? Yes, he's the president of the United States, but he's an idiot. He's a greedy, scheming, scamming hypocrite. He's only concerned about lining his own pockets with aircraft gift and billions of dollars in gifts to his son and son-in-law and family and friends. He's not a genuine man. I told people support Trump. Now I wonder if that's the real Trump or a clone. Madam Prime Minister, people of Trinidad and Tobago, wake up. Because this will not end well with Trinidad and Tobago. I want you to think about it. Every adult, male and female, from the time they was 15, 16, and 17 years old, they did 3 years training in the Venezuelan army. There's a lot of lieutenants and colonels and sergeants in Trinidad working in the construction field. I met them, I know them. And every one of them was trained. How many of our Trinidad people were trained to even take up a cutlass and chop somebody to defend themselves? None. These people are trained how to kill. Are you aware of all of this, Madam Prime Minister? Are you putting every Trinidadian down in the countryside who don't have a gun to defend themselves? Because our good government decided the bandits must have all the modern weapons, but we can't defend ourselves. I applied for a gun 27 years now, never got replied. But we want to go up. When you support America in this, you are directly and indirectly saying to Venezuela, we want to destroy you so America can steal your oil, your natural gas, your gold, your water, your timber, and every other mineral that they could find. Madam Prime Minister, wake up. And we the people of Trinidad need to protest. My heart, my life, my soul is supporting UNC. My heart, my life, my soul is supporting you, Kamla Prasad. But you see this nonsense you're getting on with? You see this jackassness and this dotishness? You're supporting that thief that work people in construction and never pay them for a little fault. That's the man they call the President of the United States of America. This is not me talking. This is facts. You could go in the courts in America and see it. This man is not right in the head. Anyway, I already cursed America and they're on a downturn. And there's no being in heaven or earth that can save them. There's no economy and no amount of print of money that can stop them and Israel from being destroyed. Madam Prime Minister, I strongly beg you and I urge you to consider all the facts before you endanger the people of Trinidad and Tobago by supporting a crazy, and I'm going to use the word regime in the White House. When they want to condemn a country, they call them a regime, even though they're duly elected by the people. This people called the USA is not a democratic country, Madam Prime Minister. They're the biggest terrorists in the world. And the world is waking up to these facts. Are we in Trinidad going to support terrorism to our next door neighbor? We have over 250,000 Venis here. Over 150,000 of them is trained military. How much people we have in our military, Madam Prime Minister? 20,000? Think about what I'm saying. They can have a gun load of arms and ammunition reach Trinidad in less than an hour. What do we, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, have to defend ourselves? We, the righteous citizens, don't even have access to firearms. Not even defend ourselves against the crooks that is Trinidad born and grown. Madam Prime Minister, you are putting the entire nation at risk with this reckless move by the advisor. Whoever is that advisor should be jailed. Anyway, I say my piece. I may not be big in your party, but I'm telling you, Madam Prime Minister, this will destroy the great legacy you have built. I want you to consider this. I want you to consider this and rethink our stance. I support you when you say you want to get rid of the drugs and the cartels, but America just know you go buy that. They're not interested in drugs. That DEA push the biggest set of drugs. Imagine a DEA plane crash in Colombia with over 10 tons of cocaine. Where it going? America is what? As evidence? Answer this, Madam Prime Minister. Don't believe what I say. Look it up. Stop putting our lives in danger, Madam Prime Minister. I'm in Penal, which is now rightly called Toco Penal. Your office is in Penal. There's more Spanish after 5 in the evening in Penal Junction than Trinidadians. Wake up, you're putting we in Penal at risk. Imagine Penal no longer Penal, it's called Toco Penal. There's a reason. You are never here to see it. I don't go Penal after 5, 6 in the evening for this reason. Because when I've any run here, all of them name Jose and all of them name Mary. Who you going to tell the police? Jose rob you? Who is Jose? Which one? There's over 10,000 police no name Jose. Which one them rob you? Madam Prime Minister, consider the safety of our people, please. Reconsider this. I am disgusted when I see CIA agents, American warplanes, terrorism plane landing in our airports. I'm disgusted to the bone. Anyway, people, all wake up. Advise your MP this is not a good move. We don't have the skills, physical training to combat these Venezuelans that are soldiers from the Venezuelan army. You think when Venezuela get attacked and their family get killed, they're going to smile and say, well, we're sorry? No, they're going to take it out on the neighbors. They're going to take it out on you and me, people. Wake up and talk to your MP. Talk to you later. Have a nice day.